Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our live Around the Layout podcast operating crew giveaway for February 2024. So glad you could join us here tonight. And joining me on the giveaway is Ken Jr. from TrainWorld.com. Ken, good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me, Ray. Always a pleasure to be on.
Well, it's great to see you once again. And we were chatting just before this about seeing each other at Amherst. And we were just talking about how busy we both were at that show. It was quite a thing.
What a great show. Unbelievable.
Was that your first time with TrainWorld doing what you guys did, was setting a booth, or have you been doing that? I apologize for not knowing the answer to that.
No, we've been there for a couple of years now, and I guess with COVID we were off that 1 year, but it's a tremendous show. It's probably the best model train show in America, at least. I don't know about the world, but could be the world. It's just a fabulous show. John Sacerdoti really does a great job putting that show together.
Oh, he's amazing. Him and his team do an outstanding job, and I think John has just done this fabulous job of cascading down through his entire staff, because from him on down, and any folks that I dealt with, they were just so super friendly, and he gets the message out. And I think a lot of the things that he does is exactly why it really is one of the best shows going, if not the best show going on the planet. And well, one thing I definitely got to see going through that show, you guys were the bag people. I saw your logo all over the place. Then an awesome idea for you guys to give out bags for folks. I think that was a really cool idea, and it definitely had an effect, because, man, we saw TrainWorld and TrainLand's globe logo all over the place.
We like to do those subliminal messages.
Yes, it worked. It worked. So now you're settled back down. I know you were kind of, catching your breath and maybe getting some rest in between, Amherst and now, and catching up. But I want to bring you on. Obviously, you're supporting the Around the Layout podcast operating crew giveaway for this month, and we'll talk about that awesome prize in a moment. But tell us a little bit about what's happening at TrainWorld and TrainLand.
I think all of us are trying to regroup from Amherst, but it's still been busy. We were talking a little before the show, but it's still February and it's still cold. It's still model train seasons, and we're still cranking. And now it's like a new round of new announcements, excitement in the hobby at Amherst. There were so many announcements and unveilings, and people seeing new product. So it really, the show is a big boost for the whole industry. So we see those in the numbers afterwards, and people also want the new products. So we got to start listing, thousands of products, and we carry so many manufacturers. So it's a undertaking to really list all that product, make sure you got the right pricing, make sure you got the accurate details and features set. We've been busy, but at the show, I mean, you can name it. Broadway Limited announced passenger cars. Bowser announced a switcher, C415 switcher. Bachmann had a unveiling. So many great manufacturers were displaying product. Lionel was displaying their new products and new catalog. Rapido had some new announcements that were fabulous. So it was just every manufacturer under the sun announcing new stuff. And there's a lot of incoming product that we have going on. And we also got a big clearance sale on Athearn now that we'll probably be sending out an email in the next week or two with some really great deals for the consumer. So it's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so these manufacturers, we came up with a bunch of nicknames for Amherst, and amongst all of them, they're really living up to the one that I threw out there, which is the SEMA of model railroading, where you start to see like all the big announcements, in Vegas when you have SEMA. Now the same thing with up in West Springfield, which is every manufacturer is coming with a list of these awesome announcements, and well, it just puts a lot of work on you guys to keep up with all of that. And like you said, keep note of all of it, and keeps you busy and keeps both of our mutual friend Tony Cook busy, because now he's got to write articles on all this stuff and keep up with it. But yeah, it's quite amazing what's happening and how fast it's all coming out.
It's coming out fast, and people want the products instantly, and they want to order the products instantly as soon as they see it. They get excited. We had one email I was telling you about the C415. The customer said he's been waiting his whole life for this. How can he make sure he gets a pre-order in on it?
Yeah.
And it's just things like that. And Rapido had a tremendous display and showing all their samples, so people were excited, and they want to get their order in right away. So and then on top of that, they see the products and they want to order it, and you got to make sure you have stock on all that stuff.
Well, yeah, if you're going to make lifelong dreams come true over at TrainWorld and TrainLand, that's exactly what you have to do, right? So that's really awesome. I want to say hi to a few folks here that are throwing some comments up. It's good to see Ray to a Ray. It's good to see you tonight, Bruce Castle. Hello from Nova Scotia. Great to see you. Joe Bohannon, who I also got to see at the show and got to spend some time with as well. He was good to see him joining us tonight, I should say. And New Hampshire Jim, always enjoy the live chat. Good to see you, Jim. Waterloo Junction Railway is stopping by to say hello. And let's see, Robert also saying hello. And we'll grab a couple more here, which is Joel trying to figure out what time it is. It's probably morning somewhere, an evening somewhere, but glad you could join us tonight as we give away a great prize from TrainWorld here. So let's talk about this for a bit. This caboose that you were so nice to offer, and you got it in hand.
Yep.
And we'll pull up a big picture of it there as well. So Ken, tell us a bit about this item that you're putting up for us.
Yeah, so these are the lighted DCC cabooses by Athearn. And they offer them in a couple of different variations. Some have sound, some don't have sound, but these are just beautiful cabooses. And Union Pacific, and they were really hot when they first came out. And we actually have a great sale and price reduction on these right now. So we're really chopped the price, and modelers could really get a beautiful caboose at a great price, off list price. So yeah, we're excited to raffle one of these off because I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. Obviously the lighted and the DCC control on it. I think that's an awesome prize to give up, and it would work in a multitude of locations. And hey, if you're a modern railroad and you win this will make a great shoving platform for you. You can do a whole bunch of different things with it. So really cool and very diverse item that we're going to be giving away. So again, I want to thank TrainWorld and TrainLand and Ken for supporting the operating crew, and also want to thank the operating crew. The operating crew is our Patreon driven membership, where for about 75 cents a show or so, they show the support that keeps the podcast going and keeps it free from, I like to say, car insurance commercials and irrelevant nonsense on the show. So I appreciate all those folks who show their support, and monthly they get entered into the drawings to win prizes like this one this month. So thank you again to the operating crew. And if you want to join the operating crew, get in on the winning next month, just go to aroundthelayout.com/ATLPOC. And if you can't remember that, just go to aroundthelayout.com and click on operating crew, and you'll get to see all the fine folks on our operating crew roster. So here we go. We're going to give this away. Let's get the wheel up and let's spin to win here. Here we go.
Oh, very cool. Big money, big money, big money.
Here you go. Sean Carney is our winner this month of the Athearn Echo Scale Union Pacific Caboose. congratulations, Sean. And we'll be in touch with you to get that shipped out to you. If you don't hear from us, make sure you contact me and make sure that you remind me, because I don't know, I won't forget. I promise that. So again, thanks, Sean. And then thank you, Ken. I appreciate you spending some time with us on Friday night to, get caught up. And obviously your support of the Operating Crew and Around the Layout podcast is certainly appreciated. And I'll be looking forward to, I got to get down to Long Island and get back to the store. It's been a while, so I'll have to get in there and see you in person and check the store out again.
I'll make sure to roll out the red carpet for you, for sure.
All right. Well, don't go roll it out too far, but yeah, definitely. And then folks, if you missed out on winning, like Ken said, they're running a deal on those right now, along with a whole bunch of other things. Make sure you check them out, trainworld.com, and show them the support that they're showing the podcast. So thanks again, Ken, for joining me on Around the Layout on our little live event tonight.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine, and really appreciate you having us on tonight and doing this whole podcast for the entire industry. Really, really beneficial. So thank you.
It is absolutely my pleasure. So on behalf of both of us, everybody, have a great night. Enjoy.